So we chose a picture of a peacock, and we chose it for the science perspective because we thought it was really good to connect to natural selection and evolution. And I don't know why we chose it for an art perspective.
There's like a ton of things, especially in animals, that we can relate to in art. Like this uses an analogous color scheme, but tons of things in art, especially in nature, especially flowers, use complementary colors. So just teaching them color mixing and color theory.
And then with the resist, they have to learn shape. So we had to go throughout the picture and find the repeating shapes and patterns, and we highlighted those with the resist, and then of course color theory with the color mixing, like we said, and line and shape form.
And movement. It's very vertical, and all the different lines in it make the viewer like just constantly be looking up and moving around the picture. So that's something to teach them.
We thought of a science lesson. This would be good because we could give students we could give them a lesson on natural selection, or how certain attributes lead to more likely to survive. So we could have students maybe pick different animals they liked, how they looked, so they could draw them. So they could look at the picture from an art perspective, and then also focus on key characteristics in the animal that led to its survival. So I thought it had a good let the students choose kind of vibe going for it. For our collaboration, we thought this would be good for like reporting findings, because by allowing students to do like a picture instead of maybe science writing for once, like change it up, allow kids with different learning styles to demonstrate their abilities in different ways. What else do we have it?
We said analyzing data as well, because we thought you kind of get a content, like you get like all the content of natural selection in our case, and then you also get to see it visually and how we chose for natural selection, we chose pretty obvious animal that went through natural selection, and so they get to kind of see why they go through natural selection and how and what it looks like now.
And then we talked about reporting findings. So it just gives like people different learning styles. They talk about things in different ways, and they learn about things in different ways. So from an art perspective, I mean, we talk about how the colors mix, or how the vinegar and the alcohol affect it. That's also science. And then how did you guys do science? Yeah, so.
What we learned from this, as far as I went, I didn't know too much about this, using these materials and dyes and or these types of paints and how to mix them. So it was pretty fun having two art students like how do I get this green? Like, oh, just do this. So I learned a lot about how to mix colors with just three, no white. So it was kind of hard for me, anyways.
Yeah, and I learned, I didn't know salt would suck up the color and the pigment, so that was really fun to play with. We did that a bunch in the feathers, so that was fun to learn.
Anything else?